Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Pink Plum Bob here and I'm bringing you another brand new speed build, and today I am bringing you a modern base game mansion. So today, well, I actually finished this off on the weekend, but I'm bringing I wanted to bring out a base game for a while now, and I've never actually challenged myself to make a base game only mansion or a house. I normally just go crazy and do what I want. So I've decided to do a base game mansion. Now, let me just say, I am a stupid person right now. Let me just clarify that, because I've built this on a 64 by 64 lot in Windenburg. Now, I've forgotten, after I've completely finished the build, uploaded it to the gallery, base game only people can't have this because it's on a 64 by 64 and there is no 64 by 64 lots in the base game. So I apologise sincerely, my mistake, I'm stupid, I know, I completely take full responsibility for my stupidity, and I will in fact correct this situation by making another base game home, but I'm actually going to build it, I'll do a different style this time. I won't do another modern one. I'm going to do like a more traditional home in one of the original worlds. So I'm not sure which world I'm going to do it in yet, but I'm an idiot, I know. So I'm sorry for all those people that would like this. Well, you can still have it, but a lot of it's going to be cut out and it's not good. So I apologise for all the people that maybe want to download this for base game only, and I cocked up. So that's my bad. I'm silly. I know. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll pretend it didn't happen. We'll just pretend this is a fluke, a practice run, shall we say. So this is a modern base game mansion, and this comes in at a nice hefty 506,282 simoleons. Now, I actually think that's quite a lot of money considering it's a base game only, but I think that's purely down to all of the plants and all of the rocks I used for this to decorate it with on the exterior and the landscaping. So I think that's why it's so expensive, and it also has 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, so you've got a nice number there. And this is a suitable house for a family of, let me just count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 people. But there is also a guest house out the back, which I'm just building now. And so you could even make that into a 6 bedroom if you want, if you've got a 6 sim household. So it's ideal for that. So let's go through what's going on in this house. So there is a gymnasium, there is a nice office, which is like a red and white theme. There is a large piano in one of the hallways, and there is plenty of bookcases, plenty of computers. There's also a chess table, there is plenty of sitting areas, because with the base game stuff, you don't really, I mean, I do put a lot of sitting areas in my builds regardless of the amount of packs I use, purely to just fill the space, but in terms of base game, there really wasn't a fat lot, and I actually repeated a lot of the items, because of the sheer fact that there isn't that much stuff to choose from. But in that sense, it actually made it a lot quicker to build. So I actually built this, I'm not sure how long, it probably took me about 5 hours maybe in total, maybe a bit longer, which is significantly quicker. It's half the time for me, purely because of the fact I've got no choice of items. I think that's why it takes me so long normally to build, is because I'm so indecisive and I don't know what to use. Yeah, I recommend building a base game only purely for the fact it's a lot quicker than having to kind of go through the whole catalogue and choosing anything that you want, and then going back and forth thinking, oh, maybe this isn't right, maybe that's not right. So in that respect, there's a big positive on that, and I actually quite like the fact I made it come together really quickly. I actually did it all in one go on a Saturday. Well, I had like a break, and then I rang my nan to arrange to go and see her next week. And then after that, after I'd had like a short break, so I built for a couple of hours straight, and then rang my nan, and then after that I went straight back into building, and I ended up finishing it. Tell a lie, I did do the guest house on the Sunday morning. So, and here I forgot to press record for the front garden. So that's another cock up I've done. I'm not doing very well so far this week, am I? So yeah, I completely forgot to press record. I was just willy-nilly doing it all, and because it took me so bloody long to do this like kind of split level garden thing, kind of cascading down, I thought, oh my god, I can't start this all over again, so I didn't. But what you will see is me do the same effect but in the back garden. So once again, that's 2 strikes against Pink Plum Bob, which is not good. But yeah. So yeah, as well as everything else I've mentioned, there are 2 swimming pools. There is the main swimming pool, which is in the back garden, and then there is also one which is attached to the guest house as well. So they've got their own private little swimming pool, and they've also got their own private barbecue area and sitting area, which I thought was quite nice. And I really like the little guest house area, actually. It's really cute. And what else have we got going on? Sorry, I'm looking at my list. So yeah, I mentioned the barbecue, so we've also got a barbecue in the main garden, which I've already put down. There is also a climbing frame area, and I've also plopped a toy box down there as well, just, you know, so there's more stuff for the kids to do. And there's also 2 greenhouses as well, which I put in the far corner. And there is also a garage, and I didn't really fill it. I didn't really fill it with much stuff because I didn't really know what to do, and I didn't want to add another toy car. I thought I quite like the toy car at the front, so I kind of made it a junk room, a classic junk room that I always put into like a garage or something. Just pop into the video now. Here's me messing around with the terrain. Now, I haven't had a lot of practice with the terrain tools. I am not the biggest fan, I must say. I've kind of avoided using them, if I'm honest. And I'm going to admit the back garden didn't go as well as the front garden for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't know why it did that. But there seemed to be a lot of large dips in between the cascading garden. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was just me being silly. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. But I just did it to the best of my ability anyway. And it took so bloody long to do it. And I thought, I'm not doing it again. And I don't want it to be like a half job, but when you spend so long on something, you just think, oh, let's just get it done, get it out of the way, because it was I'd already done it once on the front garden, but you can see there where the colour of the rock is coming through, so that's because, I don't know why that's happened, but that's just because of me. So in the garage there is a woodwork table, there is also a games table which came with the base game stuff, and there is also just lots of junk around just to kind of make it look realistic, make it kind of, just so it, yeah, a realistic household really. And I would say that this is definitely a modern build, 100%. Well, that's the kind of, you know, as you can see, that's the intention. And I also kind of made, I wanted the interior to be modern but cozy, so it's not kind of like white walls, white floors, very minimalist. It's not like that. I'm not really into minimalist kind of interiors. That's just not my cup of tea. I like it to look lived in, like it to look exciting, and not that that's not exciting, I'll just clarify, but in my eyes, I like it to kind of look homely and cozy, but yet still modern. So I do use a lot of the kind of industrial themed style things, and I'm sorry if I sound a bit stuffy, my nose is really runny, and I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. And also, I'd like to welcome anybody new to my channel. It's lovely to have you here. Your support is always welcome, and I appreciate it very much so. So welcome. I'm aiming to bring lots of different types of builds to this channel. I want to do something different every time I build. I don't want to do like the same thing over and over and over again. So I do try completely different style builds, and everyone seems to really like, though, I must say, everyone seems to really like family mansions at the moment. So I've put 2 up on the gallery. Well, to be fair, all of my mansions are family friendly. I always cater for the children, so on and so forth. But when I actually seem to put family in the name of my builds, they seem to go crazy for some reason, even though all of my other builds are completely family friendly. So I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just the word family that sets it up, and people are like, oh yes, I want that in my game. But yeah, so this build's done all right on the gallery. It's not my best and most downloaded, and it's probably due to the fact it's on a 64 by 64, so I've disappointed those poor people on the gallery. So I do apologise, but you are more than welcome to download it anyway into your game, with or without the fact it's base game only, so never mind. And here are the greenhouses which I'm building at the moment. I did have a little mess around in the garden of how to do them. I was going to originally just have like the roof piece on the floor, but then I kind of wanted this connecting piece in the middle, and it wouldn't let me do it with 2 roof pieces, so I actually had to build 2 rooms instead, but you don't see that on camera. And also, as another clarification, I think I've actually put 1 bathroom. I think I have actually put a bathroom in this. Only 1 though, out of the 6. Some of them are half bathrooms and some of them are like full bathrooms, so it's like a mixture of the 2. There is a little bathroom which is attached to the gymnasium, but that is purely like a shower room, so there's only a shower in there, a wash basket, but I don't put anything like that in, just to save on time really, so you guys aren't bored with looking at bathrooms all day. And I also changed a lot of the light fixtures off camera as well, so just the ceiling lights. But to be fair, I did use those saucer lights in this, and all I did was shrunk them down, so it's just easier so you can get around a little bit easier. And then yeah, so I'm just adding some detail here to the greenhouse. I thought, I'll tell you what I was looking for as well. I was looking for the rack which holds all the gardening tools in, and for some reason I swore that was base game, but apparently it is not. So I don't know which one it came with, because I was looking for it for ages off camera, and I thought, oh my god, where are these gardening tools? And then I just slowly realised that they're not base games, so unfortunately I couldn't put those in, but never mind. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. If you'd like to download it, it is available on the gallery under my hashtag EmmaPP, which stands for Emma Pink Plum Bob, Pink Plum Bob, or you can find it through my EA username, which is x-pinkplumbob-x as well. So you're more than welcome to download this if you like. If there's anything you don't like, you're more than welcome to change my builds. I'm always open to constructive criticism on how to do things. But so far, no one's really like criticised any of my work or my build. Sorry. So that's really nice, to be honest with you, that nobody's actually said, oh no. But I have had somebody on the gallery say that the last house I built, my beach family mansion, was too big and he'd lose his dogs or something. And I was thinking, no, you'll be alright, mate. You'll be alright. You won't lose your dogs. They'll just stay there. You can always call them if you lose them on the place. But yeah, that got a really good reception on the gallery and stuff. So I'm hoping. I'm not sure what kind of build I'm going to do next. I am really tempted to do a tiny build. I'm a little bit out of practice at tiny builds. I'm only used to doing like massive ones. I used to do tiny builds way before I decided to start this channel, and for some reason I just didn't. I don't know. When I started this channel, I wanted to go big. I wanted to like the whole kind of go big or go home sort of attitude. And since I've been building this way, these giant builds, I just kind of have forgotten how to do tiny builds. I'm not used to building in such a small space, and I used to be quite good at building tiny homes, if I do blow my own trumpet. But yeah, I'm tempted to do a tiny build. I've been a little bit inspired recently to do a tiny build. Maybe I'll do a base game starter or something. That was something else I really want to do, because not only am I pack restricted, I'm price restricted as well. So I can't go crazy. Or I might do the tiny build. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm still thinking about what to do over the weekend. If you guys have got any suggestions of what you'd like to see on this channel, please don't hesitate to comment down below and just let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Or if you think just keep doing what you're doing, girl, that's fine. I'm open to anything. I'm an open book right now, and I want to keep everybody entertained. I don't want to bore anybody, so yeah. Thanks for that, guys. I think I'm just going to pop off for a second and blow my nose. I won't be a mo. Right, I've been and blown my nose, so my nasal passages are all clear at the moment. Maybe it's hay fever, because the weather's been really funny here at the moment in the UK. It's kind of going really cold first thing in the morning. Like, I had to de-ice my car this morning before work, and I was absolutely freezing. I actually went and got myself, I treated myself. I know, watch out, she's spending the dollar. She went and bought herself a coffee. So, yeah, I bought myself a coffee this morning for on my way to work because I was so cold, and I thought I would just, you know, give myself a little treat, won't I, every now and then, you know, YOLO and all that, you know, that's, you know, I'm not really down with the kids anymore, so I don't know what the current term would be for that. But anyway, what is everybody up to over Easter? I haven't got any Easter plans. I'm not sure if Easter is like on a different day for people in the US and all over the world, or is Easter on the same day for the entire world? I'm not sure. That's really kind of ignorant to say, to be honest, but I've never thought about it before. And also, completely off subject, how cool was that picture of the black hole? Like, I'm really fascinated with space and stuff like that. It's like, it blows my mind thinking about it. And when I saw that picture, because I think black holes were supposed to be like, weren't they supposed to be like a theory or something, like Einstein's theory or something? I'm not sure. But then there's like concrete evidence now that there is like a black hole. I don't really know what we're looking at. I still don't understand what a black hole is, but it's there. There's a photograph of it, so I'm not going to be like, nope, it's not real, because that blew my mind, that did. That was like, wow, that's so cool. Anyway, we'll go back. So Easter. What is everybody up to on Easter? Is everybody going to get themselves a nice Easter egg from the Easter Bunny? I have been gorging myself on these mini little filled Easter eggs, which I've been getting from my local supermarket, and I can't stop eating them. They are so nice, and I know that they're only seasonal as well. So once that Easter period drops everything down to half price to shift the stock, I am stocking up on those babies because they are just so yummy. I love them, and they come, like, you bite the top off and you have like a little spoon with it, and then you like eat the filling out of it. Oh my god, I love it. The one thing that I love is chocolate, and I don't think I could go through life never eating chocolate, and I feel so sorry for those people who are allergic to chocolate. And the people, I actually know somebody who doesn't like chocolate, and it's like all I crave, like after a meal or when I come home from work, is chocolate. I just need chocolate. So I am a bit of a chocoholic. Is anybody else a chocoholic? I'd like to know. I've got no Easter plans as such, apart from taking my nan out next Saturday. I don't see my nan very often, if I'm honest. We're not very close. But I, like a lot of people, they do see their grandparents often, but I'm one of those people that I've never been close with my nan. And for some reason, I don't know, wow, there's plenty of reasons which I can't say on here, but that's for another time. Like a juicy gossip, no, I'm joking. But basically, we're not very close. So I thought, do you know what, I'll take her out. So I think I'm going to pick her up. She's never seen my little house before. So I'm going to bring her over here, give her the tour, show her the cats, and then I'm going to take her out for a coffee or something like that. Just so we've got a nice little day, have a little catch up and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that, to be honest with you. But the actual Easter Sunday, I've got nothing planned as such. I think my mom's bought me an Easter egg, bless her, so I'm looking forward to that. So it's more chocolate for me, yummy yummy. And then currently this week as well, my boyfriend's been on holiday. He went on holiday, I believe, Monday? Was it Monday? Yeah, it was definitely early hours of Monday morning, and he comes home tomorrow. So he's been on a boys' holiday, so he's been having fun in Spain. So I do miss him, to be honest with you. I have missed him. I haven't missed his farts though. His farts really stink. So I haven't missed that, I've got to admit. But him and himself, I've missed a lot. But the farts, they can stay where they are. I don't want them to come back. So yeah, so do your boyfriend's farts stink as well, or is it just mine? Anyway, so this is pretty much like the interior. As you can see, I haven't even been talking about the interior at all. So the interior, literally all of the walls are completely white. I wanted it to look very clean, but I wanted there to be like a dark wood flooring, and I love this floor. I don't think I've actually ever used this floor before, or I don't know it existed. And what was nice with base game is to see stuff that I didn't ever take notice and realise it was base game. Because as soon as I bought this, I did buy this when this first came out, The Sims 4. When it back in, I think it was 2014 when it came out, and it was base game, but I just didn't like it and I didn't play it. So I didn't bother playing it for a couple of years. Probably, when did I start properly playing this? I can't even remember when I started to play this, to be honest with you. I've been playing this properly now for like 2 years, no, longer than that now. I reckon about 3 years I've been properly playing it. So what year are we in? 2019, 2016. I started to get back into The Sims, and obviously since then, a lot of expansions and stuff have come out. So because I didn't like Sims 4 originally, I just ignored it and pretended I didn't buy it. But then once I got back into it, I bought a lot of expansions and stuff, so I didn't really have to mess around with base game stuff too much. I didn't realise what was base game and what wasn't, because I just immediately bought new expansions and just got back into it, so I didn't even bother like playing it base game only for a while. Plus the fact I don't like base game only, I'm not gonna lie. I find it quite bland, and I don't know, I remember when Sims 2 came out, and it was great, don't get me wrong, but the base game stuff was so bland. Well, it kind of was and it kind of wasn't. I mean, at least with Sims 3 you had like the creative option where you could change all of the colours of stuff and all the patterns, which I wish we had, because I'd love to see people's creations if we had that tool again, and change the colours of swatches and stuff like that, because sometimes things don't match properly in The Sims. I mean, look at, for example, this bed here. That is like a towel rug, which is in the base game, but I just sized it up to make it like a nice pink rug. And when I'm playing the game, I don't see much colour difference until I start watching on here. It seems to look different on here for some reason. But there never seems to be like pinks that match or purples that match. I don't know, there doesn't seem to be a lot of matching colours, and that does bug me. But what can you do? You can only do what you can do. So, but this is the teenage girl's bedroom. She's got a lovely bedroom, actually. I think this is one of my favourite bedrooms in the whole house. It's very girly, very pretty, and I also like the fact she's got a fireplace in her bedroom. I thought that was quite a nice little touch. But I tell you what, I know I said that this is my favourite, but I actually think the parents' bedroom is my favourite, because, well, you'll see it in a bit. You will see it in a bit. I think the one bedroom I'm not a fan of is the toddler bedroom, but I think that's purely down to the fact that there is a lack of toddler stuff in base game. I mean, yeah, you've got some stuff, but it's a bit crappy, if I'm honest with you. And it's just not doing it for me, unfortunately. But I made the best of what I could with this. So I did my best in terms of decorating and everything. And I hope that you guys actually like it, considering it's base game only. And I do like the boys' bedroom, if I'm honest. And I also do size down some of the chest of drawers as well, because I think they're too big. Like, they need to be a bit bigger than what they are there, sized down, but like a bit smaller than the original size, if that makes sense, somewhere in between, because it's massive, chunky, mother trucking thing. It's just huge. It's just in the way. I can imagine you catching your knee on it every time you walk past it. Oh, and also I'm very excited for the new update that's coming out. I think it comes out next week, if I remember correctly. What are we getting? I think we're getting like the freelance careers, where you're like an artist, you're a computer whiz, not computer whiz, I'm trying to think of the word now. You know, like a computer technician. And then what's the other one? I can't remember what the other one is. Anyway, there's 3 new ones. And there's going to be some new clothes, and there's going to be some new bits and bobs going on, and lots more bugs fixed, which is good. So I'm excited to see what bugs are going to be fixed. To be fair, mine isn't too buggy. I think what really annoys me is the roofing. Out of anything, I hate it. I absolutely hate it when I want to make like a banister area, and you want to look downstairs in the hallway, but then you've got a piece of roof there, and it's like, nope, the roof's going to come through the banister. I don't like it. I don't like it. For some reason, it doesn't class it. It classes it as like an outside piece. I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of other builders have had the same issue, so it's just one of those things. But hopefully we can get that fixed, because I did want to have like an open like an area looking down into the hallway, but the way my roofing was, I couldn't do that. So it doesn't matter though. But here's the gymnasium. I actually really like the gymnasium. Like, I never get that excited about gym, but I actually really like this gym, and I actually do put down some of like the squishy floor tiles that you would get in a gym or in a playground, and I thought it looked really nice as well. Like, I like the contrast with the black carpet around the edge, and then you've got the squishy floor tiles. And then there is a little room which we just missed, but it's got a little shower in it, and it's got a wash basket as well. Bearing in mind, this hasn't got any stuff pack, so it won't have the laundry day stuff, so your Sims will not even need to wash their clothes. So you're A-okay there. And here's the office room. So I kind of like the whole red theme that was going on in the gymnasium. So I kind of wanted to bring it into the office as well, as it's not a colour I use often. And I wanted to bring a bit of colour and life into the build itself and make it look modern. So yeah, and you can probably see I have repeated a lot of items in this build. A lot of pictures, a lot of furniture, a lot of plants, especially the plants. But like I said earlier, it's purely down to the lack of choice and the fact that I don't like certain items in the base game, so I just don't use them at all. I just would rather duplicate everything than use something I don't like. So now we are upstairs into the master bedroom, and I love this bedroom, and I don't know why I've never used this bed really ever. I don't know, I think it's because of like the whole curve thing that's going on with the headboard. I don't know, it just seems like a massive bed, but once I found it in this swatch, like I avoid using this bed all the time. I'd never use it, so maybe I should open my horizons a little bit more. But I actually really like this bed in the end, and I like the colour scheme I went for with this one. Maybe I should have changed the wall colour to more of a creamy colour, but I kind of just stick with the white just to keep it simple. And I do a makeshift, I was going to say a beauty stand, that's not right. What's the word for that? Dressing table. I make a makeshift dressing table. It's unusable, unfortunately, but the Sims can just use the mirror, so it's no problem. They won't be able to sit down because it's not the right sort of chair to put against a table, because that is actually a dining room table. And they've also got their own private ensuite bathroom. I do put a screenshot of that in the video. And I also like the fact I use these wall lights going down the mirror, so it kind of looked like they were built-in lights into the actual mirror. So I like that. I thought that was a nice little touch. Oh yes, I put a bonsai tree in. That's something I never ever put into my builds, but it just went really well, so I thought, why not? Right, now we're over into the guest bedroom, and oh, I did stick with the red theme again. So I went with red, black and white for this theme, and it's just pretty simply laid out. It's nothing crazy, and it's just kind of simple because I find guest bedrooms, you only need the basics. You just need a nice comfy bed, a mirror, a chest of drawers maybe, and just a few decorative items. It doesn't need to be extravagant unless you are really extra. But this is how I would kind of picture a guest house. Like, it's just simple. It doesn't need a lot of furniture in it. I don't need to clutter it up. And I do like this little house. I mean, you could probably delete the rest of it and just use this as it is, as a small house. And there is a little bathroom on site here as well. And it is a little bit more private. I mean, it's not the most private, I've got to admit, but it's cute. They've got their own private swimming pool area, and I really like that as well. And I also use a lot of the little fountains, the spray things, the spray fountains, not an actual fountain, the spray fountain, to kind of insinuate like a jacuzzi effect, I guess. That's what I'm trying to do with those, because it would be cool if we had like jacuzzi effects in the actual swimming pool. So we had like a load of wall jets that went onto the wall of the swimming pool. That would be a nice idea. But then again, everyone's got so many ideas, and so many great ideas for The Sims. It's almost impossible for the Sims team to get everything done all at once. But you never know, they might pull something out of the bag. But here is a little like patio area. I really like this area, it's really sweet. And yeah, there's not much to say else really about this. It's just a nice area, and there you can see the little jets as well. And then here is the garage. Once again, full of junk. It's got a few things going on in here. I didn't really know what to do with it, if I'm honest with you. I was kind of running out of ideas at this point because we were so limited with everything. I just thought, right, we'll put another skill building item. So I did put like as much as I could in here to try and get, you know, activities up there, because I like to put a lot of activities in my builds and stuff. So that's pretty much it, and I just had a few more decorative items in here, sized up some boxes and stuff like that. And my Sims have never actually used that gaming table before, so I don't actually know what it does. I don't know if they play cards or what, but to be honest with you guys, this is pretty much it. I hope you really enjoyed this build. I did have a lot of fun building it. I'm sorry I built it on a stupid lot that base game people can't get. That's completely my fault. I take full responsibility. Here are the screenshots. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!
to be.